Good afternoon, my family. Jill here with North Texas Vegetable Gardening, canning recipes, a little bit of everything. Been in here cleaning up this little high tunnel, seeing what I have left. I can sing that song I can see clearly now because the damage is gone. So let's see what's going on. Imagine my surprise when I saw this little teeny tiny head of cauliflower coming up. So guys, I had to prune these back quite heavily. This is my spinach that I couldn't grow. It's pretty much one of the only things that really didn't show a big effect. But yeah, so you can see I pruned back these cauliflowers pretty heavily. And my celery looks like it's doing a little bit better. I did go in and prune all the uglies off of it and all the deads. So, you know, celery is like a cut and come again plant. So I really expect that I'll start seeing some new stalks. In fact, I already am. We are in extremely mild weather right now. We're going to get to be about 70 degrees today, and for the next 10 days we don't really see anything going below freezing, and we see the highs in the 60s and the 70s. So boy, it kind of makes you want to start planting, doesn't it? I went ahead and trimmed up this broccoli, and I'm starting to see some nice sized heads come up and some little bushel things. So I will get some broccoli out of these. And then my kale, you know, guys, this kale right here is this will be, if we go into summer with it, it'll be its second season into summer. So it's gone through winter, summer, fall, and now we're back in winter. So it's just absolutely a gorgeous plant. In fact, all of my kale in here was planted at the same time, and it is doing really good. These little onions here looked kind of peaked for a bit, but look guys, I think that they're going to be okay. And I have some over here, and they are continuing to grow. So yeah, we do have some things in here that I'm excited about. Here's my little tomato plant. This is a black Krim, and it's the only one that survived, as you can see, because it's right next to the heater. So I'm excited about it. I will get some tomatoes, hopefully by March. But I got to go ahead and start some more seeds, and I'm going to go ahead and line this right back up. I pulled some carrots out of these tubs just to see, and guys, they're doing pretty good. And you can see they had some burned foliage, but yeah, these are doing pretty good, so I'm going to leave them alone. And I bet these are about the same, and I might start gnawing on some of these right here. And then I do have some onions that have survived over here. I have a beautiful cabbage here, guys, but it's not really forming a head. I'm hoping that it does. This one it's a pretty firm head. I don't know if I need to peel this off. I just don't know, guys. I'm gonna leave it alone though and see what happens. And then these are some onions that looked pretty bad after that 18 degrees in here. But you can see they've bounced back. And in fact, I used a couple of those purple onions here not too long ago. And then I have some more cabbage here. That's a pretty firm head. This is a firm head, so I'll probably get one out of this. A little bit here. This one, this is the only ugly leaf. I really want to remove it. I'm not sure if I should. And then I have some more cauliflower here that I trimmed back. I don't see anything forming yet, but I think it will. I really think it will. Collard greens have really rebounded with this warmer weather. I need to get some of this off. Get some of these dead leaves off. But it's looking pretty, and I think that it's going to be just fine. Yeah, really pretty. Very pretty leaves. So we may be eating some greens here. And then this celery plant looked terrible after the freeze. And again, I've went in and cut off. But look, there's already a new sprout coming up right there. I might trim these a little bit shorter. I'm not sure yet. But yeah, I think this one is going to be okay. And I think it'll continue to prosper as we have these warm days and these very cool nights. I don't know about my Swiss chard, guys. I did go ahead and prune it back and get all the dead leaves off of it, and we'll wait and see. And then these bok choys, you know, I just can't get over how hardy these Shinzhou bok choys are. And then I have another little broccoli plant right here that we'll watch. A couple of little lettuce heads. And then I have some lettuce trying to come up. I'm gonna leave it alone and see. And then I've gone ahead and cut back. Now guys, I didn't pull it. I'm leaving these in the ground because I'm gonna add some compost in here and kind of rework this, because we want to keep the mycorrhizal in this soil, and pulling up the root balls will remove quite a bit of that. And I have, you know, some pretty little butterhead lettuce here that we might can delve into. Missed some of this. Let's get this up out of here. I've cut this arugula back pretty heavily. Oh, that smells so good. And I think it's gonna be just fine. So I have some arugulas in here, and I have some more collard greens. Collard greens. I keep wanting to call it chard. Collard greens. And then these broccoli plants that I had here, they're gone. I did cut them off because, again, I want to keep that mycorrhizal in the dirt. These onions didn't look too good, but I think that they're okay. And then we have some carrots here. And we're starting to see some new growth in there. Some new growth. So I'm going to leave these alone. Same for all of these. Give you a little view of what's going on in here. So I'm excited to see. I have some broccoli still that survived, and I have some cauliflower that looks like I might get some, a couple of little heads of cabbage. Onions look like they're going to be okay. So I've got quite a bit of space though still left in here that I can plant now. I'm thinking I'm probably going to go ahead and plant some more lettuces, probably along this north wall after I put some fresh compost in here and get it mixed in really good. And then I have some tubs up there that I can put some things in, and some tubs here. So these are some transplants I did, and you can see, I don't know, maybe they'll be all right, maybe they won't. We'll leave them alone a bit and see. So all's not lost. Praise the Lord for that, and thank you. And I thank you for your prayers and your concern, guys, and your support. My goodness, you guys support me like crazy. And I just can't be thankful enough for you all. But things are still going. Time to start some more seeds. I think I'm going to start some more cabbage and some more broccoli, some more cauliflower, and probably some more onion starts. We do have some in that big high tunnel, and they're doing really, really well out there. They survived well, and I think it's because we had just added fresh compost, so maybe it kept the ground warm enough to keep them going and keep them from getting damaged by that severe freeze. But what do you think? Looks better than it did, didn't it? So I got this just about all cleaned out. I need to sweep it up. I need to evaluate what lettuces I want to plant. And I need to get some more seeds started. Oh, in that raised bed where the beets were, I think I'm going to plant carrots in there. So Greg went in there and he added me some good compost and some good soil. So I'll sprinkle some carrots in there. Gosh, you know, January does look to be very mild. And February, they say, is going to be warmer than normal. We'll see what happens. I mean, that doesn't mean that we won't have some below freezing nights, but it won't be like that one where we got down, I think, to 9 degrees and it got down to 18 degrees in these high tunnels. So we might be okay. And I do need to start some more seeds. So anyway, wanted to give you guys an update and show you what's going on in this teeny tiny little high tunnel that I got here. Feels like it's time to plant for spring, doesn't it? It's spring planting time. But it really isn't. I'm doing everything I can to keep from coming out here and popping some spring and summer seeds in the ground. And I'm sure you are too if you're in our area. It's a fight that we have to stifle because it's not time yet. We got to wait. Anyway, God bless you all. Wanted to give you an update. Take care. We'll be in touch. See you soon.